late Pakistan were struggling a little bit to find the quickies, and certainly now 3 playing T20 cricket, which is heartwarming indeed, because we've been known really to dish out real quick bowling to the world. It's a good format really to blood in young fast bowlers, and well, 2 of them are almost complete articles. We're talking about Shaheen Shah Afridi and Haris Rauf. Saeem Ashraf in the back there, the back seat, another all-rounder that was preferred in the T20, not anymore. Pakistan still need to work on finding a good all-rounder, a couple of good all-round cricketers. Because if you look at the playing 11, there's a lot of bits players, except for Babar Azam, who's a regular batsman. You see a lot of floaters in this side. Maybe they need to find 1 or 2 proper batsmen, young proper batsmen.
Close there, very close, too close to cut. Shadab bowling stump to stump here. You're right, Ramiz. I think the world's evolving. Oh, he's given that one. Long appeal from Shadab, given by the umpire.
Gone for a review straight away, and I think he's done well for a review. It didn't look out. Let's see. Quicker through the air and probably hitting the leg stump. It wasn't entirely smashing the stumps, but umpire read it as out, hitting the stumps.
All right there, Shadab.
So where did it fish? I think that's what umpire has got to look at. He read it as pitching within the stumps. He covered the stumps, moved across towards the offside a little. It's bending low, hit him on the flap of the pad. No inside edge, so he hit the pad, and ball tracking really will confirm the fact that it pitched within, would have gone on to hit part of the leg stump, so it will stay as umpire's call. Marginal, but given.
Well, sticks with the umpire's call, very, very marginal like we saw. There you see the signal on the screen as well. Pakistan making inroads into the top order here. Bangladesh now losing their 3rd wicket. 41.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, 2nd T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN. But here, batting in the middle order can feel a bit different. A bit challenging if you've not really batted regularly in the middle order, because the demands are different. A bit of restructuring needed.
Pakistan on the attack, slips in place, and Bangladesh have lost too many wickets in the first 8. 3 down for 41. Eight overs completed, 41 for the loss of 3.
Versus Arsenal, Monday 27th January, 1:30 a.m. Live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
Long-hearted appeal, and like we said, stuck with the umpire's call.
Bit of off spin in the shape of Shoaib Malik. 37, still part of a T20 team, 113 matches, lot of effort from Shoaib. Still maintains a high degree of fitness to his credit. Replacing Hasnan, so from extra pace to bit of spin.
How many overs now? Where are we? 8 overs gone.
He only bowled the 1 over yesterday, giving away 6 runs. And like you're saying, he's got a whole range of experience that comes with him. But again, tough ask for Bangladesh here, trying to rebuild the innings. Like you mentioned, Afif Hussain normally opens the batting order, but with the loss of 3 wickets, tough ask for him here.
It's a dual role that he'll have to employ, rebuild at a pace that can never be easy if you've not really experienced the pressure of batting in the middle. Tamim has got to carry on now. I think it's as simple as that. He's got to anchor, he's got to hit hard, he's got to modify his role according to the situation, stick around right till the 20th.
And he's got the experience to do that. Yes, we saw he lost his wicket, but he scored good runs yesterday at the top of the order as well. Well, different story here, having lost the 3 wickets today.
I'm just thinking we want a quick bowler.
Bowls at a good pace, Shoaib. Doesn't always rocket them in, because he hits that nagging length where you've got to make your own pace. No half volleys or half crackers. It is decently accurate.
An example of exactly what you said here, Ramiz. How do you think with the youngster, 20-year-old Afif in the middle there with Tamim, how do you take them seeing the next 4-5 overs from here?
Must not lose a wicket. Get a partnership. Play sensibly. Look for singles like Shoaib and Ahsan Ali did in the last run chase. Keep it simple. 45 for 3.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
There are several ways to witness greatness, but we bring you the perfect chance to experience Australian Open the way it's supposed to be. We are waiting for you. Bring your gang at the nearest socials outlet. Australian Open, live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10-2.
After the first ball though. First ball of the over is a dot from Shadab. Let's go down to Danny Morrison.
Well, just as we speak down here sideline with Otis Gibson, who's part of the coaching staff with Bangladesh, got a few drops of rain. Did you bring that with you, OG?
Well, I live in England nowadays, so it's possible, you know, but strange to see it here in Pakistan. You know, it's been quite good so far.
How often have you been to this part of the world?
This is my third time. I've played in the '96 World Cup here, West Indies. Then I came here another time, I think, also with West Indies, and this is my third time. So I'm quite excited about it, to be honest.
We've got a bit of action here. I'm going to go back upstairs because I think we've got a little run-out call, have we?
Then come back.
Same time, a direct hit would have made it interesting for Pakistan. Collected on the bounce by the keeper. Bails were whipped, but still will get a green light. Over to you, Danny.
Now, NO spells no. Now with the Bangla setup, some of the guys' personal choice couldn't come, but for you, and now being involved, you've moved around, bit of musical chairs on the road. You clearly still love it.
Of course, you know, I've always been involved in the game as a player and as a coach. You know, some of the guys made a personal choice not to come. I've always felt like in the times when I've been to Pakistan before, it's always been fantastic. So I thought I want to come and see for myself what it's all about, you know. And Darren Sammy, who's a very good mate of mine, he's been here quite a few times, and he said to me it's a fantastic place. So I wanted to come and have a look, you know. And so far, like I said, we've not played the sort of cricket that we want to play on the field, but off the field it's been really good.
Another little boundary there for the visitors. Thinking about the surface, looks a bit better, looks to be sliding on more.
Yeah, look, it looked like it is. Still a little bit too pacey. Some grass patches and then there's some bare patches, so the guys have to take time to get used to the surface, but I feel like if we can get 160 today, we give ourselves a better chance.
Oh, OG got to go here. I think it's gone all the way, has it? We've had the 50 come up previously. Here's a maximum. Gentlemen, I've got to say goodbye to you, OG. Been good to see you, brother.
Nice to see you. Loving it. Looking forward to it. Love the game of cricket.
Upstairs, gents.
So that the swing of the bat can come down on the ball and met it beautifully right out of the middle of the bat. Beats him all ends up. Keeper is excited. Shadab says out or not out? Are they going to go for a review? No, don't think so. The DRS timer is on. What are they thinking?
Doesn't look like it from me. Rizwan wasn't too confident getting the ball to go away from the batter. At the end of 10, Bangladesh 57 for 3.
Bangladesh in search of a partnership here. 16 of 13 between these two. Tamim and Afif. Afif just smashed the 6. They've just lost too many wickets at the moment. They've lost 3 out of the top 4. But what's good for Bangladesh is that Tamim Iqbal's still there. And I'll be hoping that he can turn things on for Bangladesh. Nicely off the back foot, as I say. A very good afternoon to Wasim Akram.
Good afternoon, Mathar. And yes, you're spot on. They need a partnership, and Tamim is the guy. He's on 27, on 26. They're 3 down to 58. We're into 11th over here. Pakistani bowled really well with the new ball. The fast bowlers generated some pace, some extra bounce. And it's stadium is filling up now. It's Saturday, holiday here. Beautifully bowled variation, slower delivery. That's where experience comes in handy for Shoaib Malik.
Yeah, having Shoaib Malik coming to the attack, it is his second over. Not a bad move because there are two left-handers in the middle, Afif and Tamim. Just tossing that one up, and he's played that with deft touch. Hasn't got enough on the bat because he had an opportunity to put that away to the boundary. Only a single.
It's always handy to have a sixth bowler, especially like Shoaib Malik, the off-spinner, because he can give you a couple of overs if the two left-handers are there. Takes off pressure from one of the bowlers. And 60 now for Bangladesh, 3 wickets down.
Trying to make some room, that's well bowled, follows the batsman. It's a dot, a very good experienced campaign. I know exactly what the youngster was trying to do.
Afif was looking to hit him through extra cover, over extra cover in fact, and that's where Shoaib bowled the quicker one, and that followed him.
And they'll be looking to rotate the strike. I know they'll be looking to pick up boundaries, but it's so very crucial. So if you keep rotating the strike, it just keeps the pressure off. But it's the dots that creates the pressure. It's turning out to be a good over. Only 4 in this over so far.
The plan should be for Bangladesh is we are into 11th over. They're 61 for 3. Try to get to 90 to 95. 100 would be ideal in 15 overs, and then have wickets in hand. Don't lose a wicket in process, obviously.
Looking for the second. Remember, he got run out in the previous game, so you're not going to take any chances. Single to finish the over. A good over for Pakistan. 5 in that over. 62 for 3.
Versus Arsenal, Monday 27th January, 1:30 AM, live and exclusive on Sony 10-2.
You get a score of 160 over. That's what Otis Gibson mentioned in his interview with Danny Morrison a little while earlier, that he would want to see Bangladesh score 160. At least to have wickets in hand in the last 5 overs or so. And especially if you can have someone like Tamim Iqbal stay there and bat till the very end, then anything is a possibility.
11 and over from here onwards, obviously take that to 161. Another off-spinner, Iftikhar, another handy bowler. Can give you a couple of overs as well, like Shoaib Malik.
Seventh bowler being introduced. And soft spinner, just keeping a shade low. Good running, very good running, because he didn't middle it, and that's the reason why it went a little bit slow towards that fielder in the deep. Very good from Tamim Iqbal, knew exactly what he wanted to do there, and he came back quite nicely. Running the first one very hard.
Good running, sensible running from experienced campaigner. Straight drive. Good effort from Iftikhar, saved a boundary definitely here. In fact, 3 runs.
So very important for both these batsmen to realize that if they are up against the spinners, you've got to use your feet, go to the pitch of the delivery and try to hit down the ground. 17 wickets for him so far. He comes down the wicket, but clever piece of bowling, pulled the length back. Very good cricket. They'll still pick up a single though. He's quite handy with the bat. Afif Hussain had a wonderful time the recently concluded Bangabandhu Bangladesh Premier League. This time he goes down the wicket and he connects well. It's been taken outside the ground. That's the maximum from the bat of Tamim Iqbal.
He didn't middle it, but I reckon follow through in the end did the trick. A much needed boundary for Bangladesh. There we go. He went straight. He didn't go against the spin. And I reckon good effort by this youngster. The ball boy. Call is for 2. They're going to settle for one here, maybe two now. They've settled for one. 11 runs from this over so far. Good over Bangladesh.
Yeah, they need to play some smart cricket here. Whenever you pick up a boundary or an over boundary, then you've got to look to rotate the strike. And that's exactly what they've done. The first three deliveries, picking up four, again making room and crashing it through the cover. But he'll find the fielder. The single to finish the over. A very good one for Bangladesh. 12 in that over. After 12, Bangladesh are 74 for 3.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Yeah, the partnership is getting into some sort of a momentum here, Wasim, and it has good signs for Bangladesh at the moment. 74 for 3, couple of really good overs. Yes, last one, they picked 12 in that over. Couple of big overs, 10 and also there. But this partnership has to go a little bit bigger and deeper for Bangladesh.
Absolutely, very crucial. This is worth 33 of 25 now. Tamim is on 39 of 32. Afif is on 17 of 13. Change of bowling. Now Mohammad Hasnan, who's got a wicket already, conceded 11 runs in his 2 overs. Economy rate of 5.50. He's got fine leg up in the circle, obviously, and mid-off.
Right, 3 on the offside, protecting the singles, 1 at short fine. Bowled the short one, nicely played. Good cricket, because you don't really want to play dot deliveries at this stage of the game. So the moment you put back to ball, you've got to look to pick up those quick singles, very quick between the wickets, Afif.
A lot of singles available. 4 fielders are inside the circle. 1 is obviously short fine leg. Single always, this ball goes to him, there's a single. Imad is really deep at extra cover, so you can run single from him too. Obviously the quickest fielder is the Shadab, who is at point.
They're coming round the wicket, he cuts that angle, he's trying to flick it away, it's off the bat onto the pads. Optimistic appeal from the bowler.
So tell us about Afif, Athar. We haven't seen him much in this part of the world. He's young, he's talented, obviously. He's had a good BPL.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's just only 20 years of age. He's from Khulna. He scored 370 runs for Rajshahi Royals recently in the Bangamundu BPL 2019. He opened the innings. And with him was Liton Das, who's already back in the pavilion. Oh, that must have slipped out of the hand. It has to be a no ball. And it is... looks like it's going to be a free hit also above the waistline. Yep. What happened there? He didn't pick that up at all. There you go.
Whoa, that's a big slip. Luckily for Tamim, it was outside off stump, not towards him. These beamers can be very, very dangerous because it's very difficult to pick the ball, especially at this height.
And that might just have hurt the keeper. Seems to be in a bit of a pain. Yeah, just going back to Afif Hussain, Wasim. He scored those runs in 14 innings, 370 for Rajshahi Royals with a strike rate of 131. As we see that replay. And he was also caught the eye of everyone when he was at only 17 years of age, when he picked up, made his debut in the BPL and picked up a 5-4 on debut for Rajshahi Kings in BPL 2016. He's an off spinner, right arm off spinner, 5 for 21 against Chittagong Vikings. Short ball. He's not put that away. He's got away with that. Only a single. Not a bad one off a free hit for Pakistan.
Definitely got away with it. I can promise you that. It was right in the area. If you are expecting a short delivery, could have gone over the ropes, but went straight to the fielder. Tamim is on 40 now. This partnership is building up for Bangladesh. They need to get to 145, 150 on this pitch, I reckon.
Short ball, short arm jab. Only be a single. And he also was picked up in the draft in the CPL, the Caribbean Premier League, for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Afiq Hussain. But when he was picked up, immediately Bangladesh picked him up and gave him an opportunity to play in India, the 3 T20 international. So he didn't go, but had an opportunity to go and play in the CPL. So he's got tons of talent, make no mistake. Shot, nicely played. Again finds the fielder. It's turning out to be good over, only 5, so it's important for someone like Hasnain to finish off nicely, but both these batsmen will look to turn things around at the moment. Pick up a boundary. Right, what is he thinking? If you're looking at the gaps, there is a mid-on the onside. Yeah, if you want to go over the top.
Change of field, mid-on is up in the circle, so is mid-off. Fine leg has gone back, so that shows he's not going to bowl full. Maybe short of a length or short delivery. So far he bowled 2 short deliveries on a trot. Ooh, how did he miss that? End of the 13th over, 79 for 3.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League, live on Sony 10.3. There are several ways to witness greatness, but we bring you the perfect chance to experience Australian Open the way it's supposed to be. We are waiting for you. Bring your gang at the nearest socials outlet. Australian Open, live and exclusive on Sony 6 and Sony 10.2.
Ball. He's only bowled 2 overs and just given him a 6 runs and picked up a wicket. Economy of 3. Hasnain has been very impressive. 16 of the 3 overs that he has bowled so far. Harish Rauf, only the 1 over, he's gone up 6. Sure, Malik, also very economical. So he's got a number of options there for Pakistan to bowl that rest of the 7 overs.
You've got 5 regular bowlers, and then of course 2 part-timers, Iftikhar and Shoaib Malik. They bowl 3 in between them. Harish Rauf is conceded 6 runs in his first over. He's got the ball now. He's got mid-off back on the boundary. Mid-on back on the boundary. Fine leg is up in the circle. Sprinting in.
On to the pads. Flicked away. I was just thinking about that previous over, whereas I thought the bowler got away with it, but I thought it could have been a wide there.
Anything down like side is a wide. That's just that's what it is. But let's have a look in the replay. We can't show it from here. The height was kind of okayish, but I thought it went down leg side. Yeah, definitely wide.
Yeah, umpire missed that one. That's well played. It's a good looking picture, Wasim, because the ball is coming nicely onto the bat. So the batsmen will back themselves up to play some shots to score the wicket also.
Yes, and it's definitely a better pitch than yesterday's, for sure, both for bowlers and for the batsmen. And Imad Wasim is standing inside the circle. The opposition is 81 for 3 and is giving singles away unnecessarily. His job is to save a single. Good Yorker, full delivery from Haris, 87 miles per hour.
Yeah, we've heard so much about the man on the screen, Haris Rauf. Tell us a little bit more about him. Where did he actually caught the eyes of the selector? How did he come into the scene?
A fairy tale story, obviously. Got picked up by the Lahore Qarandas. They do these talent hunt camps. They do a lot of work on it, and they found him there. They picked him up from PSL as an emerging player. Last year he played PSL for Lahore Qarandas, and they sent him to Australia to play great cricket. on their own expenditure. So credit to Lahore Qalandars, Aqib Javed, and of course their owners, who really invested in him, and he showed some promise early on, and being coached by Aqib Javed. So present from Lahore Qalandars to Pakistan cricket, I suppose, end of the day. He was a big sensation. I was in Australia 3-4 days ago. I was there for about 10-12 days. Massive, huge sensation. Everybody was talking about Haris Rao. The newspapers, the cricketers, general cricket-loving public.
Yeah, he picked up 16 wickets in 7 games. And a hat-trick and a fifer. And looks a serious talent here. So it'd be interesting to see him on a lively pitch, wouldn't it be, Baz?
I think that's where he was very successful in Australia, because you get this extra bounce there. Good batting pitches, but if you're quick, you can trouble the batsman, and that's what exactly Haris Rao did in Australia and Big Bash League. That was his first T20 wicket for his country. Straight, quick, on the money.
Yeah, what I really like about him is he likes to attack the stumps all the time. That's how you want to see a bowler bowling in a T20 match. Shy at the stumps, direct hit. I reckon he's okay. Just to be just to make sure, he's gone upstairs. Have another look.
He looks comfortably home, and even the umpire was nodding in heads, he's not out, and I don't understand why he's gone up, but I suppose you gotta go for every run out. You never know in the end. Direct hit.
Yeah, he's absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine. Get on with the game. Right, it's a good momentum for Bangladesh. The nice little partnership, 42 of 37, make that 38, 43 of 38 now. Two batsmen looking to play some shots now. 39 runs in the last 5 overs. So it's been good going for Bangladesh. The run rate of 6 is at the moment, but they'll be hoping that they can add little more fire with the bat, especially these two. Tamim Iqbal will need to play a really big role here. Afif, don't count him out. More than capable of hitting some big shots. Already a 4 and a 6 in his innings, 3 4s and a 6 for Tamim Iqbal. They've got to be spot on in terms of shot selections here. 7 wickets in hand. They've got 6 overs to play. Game on. Remember, they have to win the series to stay alive in the series.
Absolutely. And Pakistan had to win all 3 games to retain their spot at ICC ranking the number 1 team in T20. So pressure, big appeal, he went across. It's all happening here. Oh, good effort by Mahat Wasim, backing it up. He's given the out. He looked close. He looked out to me as well. He's gone up straight away. Tamim.
I'm just thinking whether, the first time I saw that, whether it was a little bit too high. Remember, he was quite deep in his crease. So the moment he was given out, he's gone straight away, taken the review. This would be a big moment for both the teams.
He was trying to play towards square leg. He went across and he came in front of his stumps. There we go. It's a good delivery, pitching middle. And I think it's hitting middle. Height was never in question here, in my opinion, on this particular pitch. Got a great shot to play against the pace of Hassan. He's quick, he's bowling, really running in. No inside edge involved as well.
Yeah, I reckon it's hitting probably very close to the off stump. Well, certainly no question of height here. Initially, to the naked eye, I thought it might have hit him above the rolls. Out to the leg stump. There you go. Review retained. That's a good review taken from Tamim. That was perhaps the only other option in favor of the batsman. Had it pitched outside the leg stump. Yep. He needs to reverse it. He bats on.
He bats on. Lucky for him. It was pitched just outside leg. With the naked eye, to me it looked like it pitched just middle leg, but obviously we've seen just in a replay was pitching outside the leg with Hawkeye. But not a good shot selection. I mean, he's a set batsman. He's on 44 or 41. He needs to get to 70, 80. Bangladesh need to go to 140, 150.
Yeah, you're spot on here. He cannot afford to throw his wicket away now. You've got to bat till the very end and hope for the best. Down the ground just for a single. Is eyeing that area. Perhaps a better area to eye is the offside, because the mid-off is inside the circle. So if that ball had been hit over the fielder at mid-off, it's the boundary written all over it.
Anything in the gap on this ground, if lightning fast outfield will race away to the boundary. Like you said, you got to pick your gaps. And situation, of course. 15th over in progress.
That will be a wide. Getting it all wrong. And it's a bit of a risk also targeting to bowl on the legs, because if you look at the fielder is inside the circle at fine leg. Yes, there is a deep square leg, but all you have to do is put bat to ball behind square and you pick up a boundary. Not the right length for Hasnain.
Most important, the line wasn't right. It was down leg side, fine leg is up in the circle. Variation is very, very important, but it has to be middle or off. Spinning in now, 1 for 18.
Again a short one. It's a slower delivery, taking pace off the ball. Clever piece of bowling from the youngster, knowing that the Bodi's batsmen are eyeing to play some big shots.
Especially against the left-handers, the off-cutters are always very handy, because the left-handers had to play across the line and you have a chance of a top edge and missing the ball. Beautifully bowled.
Just rolling the fingers over. Such an important delivery, especially in this format. And even on flat decks, you see bowlers trying to bowl slower deliveries, just getting bowling a bit of a variety. Pick is outside edge, straight into the hands, gone.
Extra pace, extra bounce, did the trick for Pakistan and for Hasnain, who's got his second wicket. Good over so far. 2 runs and a wicket at a very crucial stage for Pakistan. Gave himself room, he bowled at the right line, just out his outside top edge, extra pace, carrying the ball straight to Haris Rao. A safe catch by Haris Rao. Afif departs for 21 and Bangladesh now 86 for 4.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
There are several ways to witness greatness, but we bring you the perfect chance to experience Australian Open the way it's supposed to be.
first and foremost. I'm not saying it's above, and Tamim thinks it is.
Well, they're looking inquiringly at the umpire at square leg. If we see it square on, you find out whether it was actually dipping. Well, anyway, he's got to be happy with the boundary and has to carry on. Short and has been pulled away, and it's going to go to the boundary. So it's been a fabulous over so far. 3 boundaries coming in the first 4 deliveries.
Just what they needed, the Bangla boys. 100 is up now for the tourists. It's a little short and a little full here. He almost stood back on his stumps with this one to Mim. But it's another 4.
And tucked around the corner, he's bowling the balls pretty quickly. And that's one thing good about Shadab. He's at your face all the time. Hardly gives the batsman to settle down. But Mahmudullah hasn't got time to settle down. He's got to try and keep this momentum that's been gathered now in this over. Keep it going in the last ball.
So 50 to Mim here today in game 2. Because Mahmudullah was 19 not out yesterday. And he's on the charge here again. They need him. He's going to keep the strike. 14 off the 16th over. Bangladesh 102 for 4.
Houston, mission control. Go for Houston control. T-minus 15 seconds. 12, 11, 10, 9.
59. This is the opportunity for him to step on the gas and take a few chances. It's worth it. You can't die wandering, seriously, because you are behind on the right. You've got to have something for us to just to defend when they come into bowl.
They're going again, searching one of his go-to deliveries, Shaheen. Great Yorkers. Good tactician and thinking about where he wants to bowl with his field and everything. Shamus, you enjoying being back?
Yeah, haven't been here for many, many years. I think I was last in Lahore in 1964, long time back. And things have changed. Haven't had a chance to look around. And, well, it's nice to be in this iconic stadium, really enjoying it.
Well, so in 64, I think it was, was it a Beatles tour here?
Yeah, well, the Beatles started around that time, finished around the 70s. I was in England in the late 60s.
Some great stories from there too, haven't you, Shamus?
We will not talk about that, Danny boy.
Ah, shame. Yeah, it's only T20, we haven't got time. So half an over to go here. What's Tamim got? Now he's again trying to get it in the hole here, Shimmy.
Yeah, it's been a struggle right the way through to get his timing right. You see, he feels he's such a good batsman. He's got his 50. Let's have a look at the highlights of his 50 runs. He's very adept at shots. Lovely when he drives it. Overs are more lucrative than it has been in the previous 17. Nelson's up. Anything can happen. Let's wait and see. That's the bowling. 7 bowlers used. That's very interesting for Pakistan, and the youngster. 2 overs, 4 dot balls, 11 runs. Exemplary so far. Can generate a lot of pace, this young man.
He's got long on and long off back. Fine leg, third man up. Yeah. Can't bowl there. Haris Ravi's been punished for a wayward delivery.
Mahmudullah Riyad is too good. And he's too adept in that kind of a shot. Well, the few Bangladesh supporters are pretty happy with that. The ball just deviating down leg. All he had to do was just a faint tickle, a little glance away, and off it went. A lot of pace on that delivery, and it was rocketing away over this wonderful outfield. Very fast outfield for 4 runs. 4 precious runs here for Bangladesh. 40 runs in the last 30 balls, 1 wicket. And he goes. That's the slow one. Foxton, very intelligently bowled by Rauf here. Kept low because of the slowness of the delivery. And it was tough for Mahmudullah to put bat on ball.
Yes, so adept, and you have to be. In 2020 these days, lots of change-ups. Got to have some subtlety about you in these death overs. And yeah, again, that radar's slightly off, so we're going to have a wide. Yeah, an extra. He gets to the back end of an innings of T20, he can strike it big. Now, is that clipped? I think it is. We're going to come upstairs here because it's a direct hit here from Ahmad Wasim.
Well, that's interesting. And the captain inquiring, did you manage to make it? And Tamim Iqbal says, I think I did. Little nod of the hat. He's not the best runner amongst the wickets, is he, Daniel?
No, I've seen him over the years. He's lazy, and he is lazy. He's gone. Crazy. Seen this happen in the Bangladesh Premier League on a few occasions. Yeah, it's really lazy. He needed to get a wriggle on. He hit the ball quite cleanly to Ahmad Wasim, and he's going to have to go. It's a really poor piece of running from a very experienced man.
Yeah, this is was the difference between the two teams yesterday, when Bangladesh missing the direct hits, Pakistan getting the direct hits and getting important batsmen out. So very crucial in this format of the game. Tamim Iqbal goes for 65 run out, and it's 117 for 5.
Mahmudullah on strike. And he's not got all of this. It's got a high on the blade, which is lucky for him. And we've got Shumashaka, who's come out, and he's going to stretch here. But this is the end. Now his call, he struck it to Tamim Iqbal, and look how lazy he is finishing off proceedings. It's cost him his wicket.
Second time.
in the 2 matches here that he's been run out, and that was another superb piece of fielding from the Pakistanis. Imad Wasim doing exceedingly well there.
Let's give a big shout out to Grant Bradburn. He's a former Kiwi black cap, and he's the fielding coach. So he's involved here with the Pakistan side. And I've got to say, I noticed how well the green machine, the Pakistan side, were sharp in the field, lots of diving around. Shahid Khan, that run out yesterday was simply sensational. And now there from Imad Wasim with another direct hit. Grant Bradburn will be smiling massive.
Well, Shomo Sharkar is complaining about something. Looks like his hammy. Goodness, it's just come in. Can't understand this at all. He hasn't done anything in the middle as yet, done it?
Oh, it's easy to chuckle from up here, but you see, that's the thing, sitting around, he's coming in late now down at 7, and yeah, it's annoying because you really want to be, you know, popping up, stretching, ready to go. Anything can happen in T20 and you should expect it to. So physio's out there, there's a little delay which is annoying. So Shumashaka out there stretching.
Tell you what, Danny, well, you're talking about Grant. There he is. He must be pretty happy with what his boys are doing in the middle. Being a Kiwi, you're happy yourself, aren't you?
Saw him at breakfast, and Ramiz Raja alongside at the back of the combox said, and Danny, I was his first test wicket. How did I get out to him? Wasn't a big turner of the ball. Wonderful flight though, and deceived was Rambo. Paper spinner wasn't there, and see you later, Rambo.
All right, Shomo Sharkar. Now, he might have some problems running around, just feeling his hammy, but all he needs to do, get a few big shots in. He's very capable of doing that. No question about that. Now, whiffs that away. Comfortable enough playing that shot. And now he's got to run too. No, he's not. He's not going to risk it. He's going to retain the strike too. 18 overs done, 119 for 5.
Unmatched comfort, world-class technology. UK phone. Lakar to dekho.
Nexon. Feel good.
Top edge of Mahedi. Had to fetch it. Paid the price. Yeah, second one down. It was a goodie. And then LBW, Litton Darcy, decided to go upstairs and review this. Came second. And the flashing blade of Hussain caught right down on the fence. Just shows the pace and carry in this one. This pitch here today. This is the last man to go. Tamim Iqbal. Oh dear.
Well, Shomo Sharkar has got the strike back. He's just scored the single. 2 overs to go. 2 very important overs. Down the leg side, bonus delivery, a bonus run. Everything helps Bangladesh's scores.
Yeah, certainly does. Disappointing way for Tamim to get out for 65 when his team needed him to kick on and get certainly that 80 plus would have been superb. Mentioned his strike rates at the death for Tamim. He's up there striking about 180 when he gets in and gets set like that, and he blew it.
He was continuously striving for that Yorker length ball. In the process, it's a low full toss. At the moment, easy pickings for singles and twos, but I'm afraid singles are not, twos are not going to be enough. You need some big shots over the top if you're going to just get... this is Tamim's wicket. As you said, went straight to the fielder and a direct hit once again by Imad Wasim on that occasion. Caught him short.
Yeah, very lazy. I said it at the point when the stumps were broken, he was in trouble. Yeah, another good searching Yorker. Well, look at that. Just a moment ago, we were saying if they went at 12s, they were going to get to 148, 150. Well, it's come down to that 142 now. You lose a wicket, and well, things get the staggers.
Well, it's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and from here, reaching 140 will be something that they and the coach, Russell Domingo, will be happy about. If they can attain that, it's going to be difficult because the Pakistan is very intelligently bowling, not bowling too fast, just being accurate. Once again, just maybe erring in length a little bit. But once again, you see that the intention of the batsman to hit it too hard in the process, not the width offered at all. Frustration creeping in to the batsman, particularly Mahmudullah. You can see from his demeanor, he's not too happy.
Kudos to the bowler as well, Shammers. He might have just missed his Yorker, but he's got his field set accordingly with the sweepers out. And you're right, it was on target, around about off stump, even just outside. Hard to get away. Now there's length. Once again, it'll only be a single.
Yeah, trying to play the inside-out shot on that occasion. Shamashwarkar getting a thickish outside part of the bat. And he's not feeling too comfortable, is he? Well, if he was not, I can't understand the reason why he came in. You want to come in with full fitness, you want to come in, you know your team is in a position when you need quick runs, and you're struggling with your fitness. This is not on. Shaheen Afridi, Wali. I met him coming down in the lift in the hotel today and asking him how much of a run-up he takes. 22 meters, he told me. But he generates a lot of pace, and when he bowls, the balls like that seem upright right at the end of the innings. You need to be accurate at the depth. And he's done wonderfully well. Coming from 6'5" of his frame, it's pretty high, the ball coming at you.
An immense talent. And it's been good to watch him over the last couple of years. Tries to go Yorker again, but it means that single, Mahmudullah keeps the strike. 7 from the 19th, it's 126 for 5. Yeah, the sun is out. And that is out. Yeah, nice and straight again. Saw it yesterday afternoon. Haris Rao, high fives all round. Wicket number 6 down.
Well, a hoik across the line from Mahmudullah Riyad. He's very annoyed with himself, but look at what game. You miss, I hit. He's trying to hit it out of the ground, did not get back to ball, and he is absolutely on top of the world, and why not? Excellent piece of bowling. And the skipper has to go. Mahmudullah gone for 12. Clean ball by Rauf. 126 for 6. Well, it's not looking too good for Bangladesh at the moment. Just 5 deliveries left. Amanil Biplab comes in, just 20 years old, the leggy, and he'll have to do his bit with the bat now. He'd like to give the strike back to Shamashwarkar. He's gone for it, gets an inside part of the bat, and it slithers away for a very, very welcome boundary. Hands on head for the bowler, but that's part of the game.
Yeah, bonus stuff here. The old French cut. Can't set too many fields for that. Take 4 and be happy. It didn't rip out your leg pole.
will be happy. Yeah, I think they need a few more. 130 yesterday, 141, the lowest ever T20 score at this ground. Bangladesh will be hoping with the last 4 deliveries they can overtake that. But somehow feel it's not going to be enough. It was a better batting track here today compared to the one yesterday. Should have done better. Oh, another wild attempt at a shot. Missed it.
Yeah, I'm in agreement, Shamim. It's a much better surface sliding on, and they bowled pretty well, Pakistan. The demise of the captain. Yeah, big inside edge. It's a very similar wicket yesterday for Haris Ralph when he knocked over Afif.
Well, that was down the leg side. He's not going to get a positive response from the umpire on that occasion. It's going to be signalled a leg by. There's confirmation of
I like his celebrations. It's just that it doesn't want to get carried away, and he might hurt himself after he takes the wicket. The amount of expansive celebration that he does catches your eye.
Very fit young men these days, Shammers.
You have to be, particularly in this format of the game, and I think that is one area that Bangladesh has to work on. Fitness levels right the way through, and also how to just pace your innings in what seems to be a very short format, but you also have time. You can bide your time and be a little more selective. Never allow the opposition to contain your run rate. That's something that you've got to keep an eye on.
Self in a little tangle here. Shumar trying to be a bit cute. Results in a single, have a leg by, but one to go. Try and, the best option, whistle out of the park, but not on this one.
Not on this one. He got a better foot to it. He would like the toe of the bat, not his own toe.
Yeah, can smart a little bit, and even get a broken toe for you. For your worth. Last ball. Flashing blade, nice. Really nice way to finish things. A boundary, the last ball of the innings, allows Bangladesh to get to 136 for 6 here.
Well, it's been a struggle. There's no question about that. That's the lowest total in T20 internationals here at the Gaddafi stadiums, but at least they've got some runs on the board, and that's what the bowlers will be hoping to defend. It's going to be a tough ask in defending such a small total, but early breakthroughs, a good accurate bowling like the Pakistanis. If they can just emulate what the Pakistani bowlers have done, the Bangladesh bowlers will say that we have an opportunity to defend this total.
Yeah, I think wickets will be the key. Bangladesh simply have to get people out early, I reckon, because the difference when you look at pace, 14 overs of the 20 were pace, 4 for 85. Spin, half a dozen overs, 1 for 49. So it just shows you Bangladesh struggled against the quick men, and no surprises there. When you look at this attack of Pakistan, lends itself to that great strength of pace. Historically, it has been the case. So high fives, and they've got to feel pleased about things to restrict Bangladesh to 136 for 6 and try and go 2-0 up in this 3-match series.
It's been
except for Tamim Iqbal with 65 or 53. Even he was not too comfortable right the way through. In phases, he was pretty brilliant with some nice shots. Afif Hussain looked to be going after the bowling right from the word go, but eventually he was caught by rope of the bowling of Hasnain. He was trying to slash a one outside the off stump. 21 he got, and the rest, nothing to write home about. And that's been the problem. No good runs, no real partnerships.
In the bowling, it's going along rather nicely in terms of this series. Mad a couple of over 16, and then the wickets amongst those quick men. And Shadab Khan, that 1 for 28 from 3. Shab Malik, he only got a couple out as well. It was useful. Left to go just the one, but when you look at it, the fielders have been backing up the bowling, which has been pretty sound, and not allowed the tourists to get off the leash, as it were. Let's go down to Zainab Abbas.
Thanks, Danny. I've got Afif here with me. Afif, more or less the same target as yesterday. The Pakistan Pacers proving handy for Bangladesh?
The Pakistani Pacers are bowling good, and our batters in the top order, Tamim Bhai batted really well, but other batsmen didn't support it at all. 137, not a good score, but not a bad score, and is in this wicket.
Now, you started off well, but couldn't really capitalize. What did you make of the wicket today?
The wicket looks similar like yesterday, and with we have to bowl well to restrict on them under it.
And how do you approach a small target like 137? How do you go about defending it?
Our bowlers have to bowl in good areas, bowl tight line and length, and we have to field well. Maybe that will work.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. All the best.
Thank you.
137 is the target for the home side to take out the series at 6.85. Time for a little breather between innings, and we'll see you very shortly.
Your Sony Network sports channel. Subscribe to Happy India Pack. Starts at 31 rupees per month.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League, live 2010-3.
Co-presented by My 11 Circle. Make your team and play with champions.
I first saw Shane Warne ball in 1995. What a great bowler. Because of Warne, Australia became one of my favorite teams.
Love for cricket knows no boundaries. Sony Sports brings you the Australia Tour of South Africa. Sony Sports. Cricket without boundaries. Subscribe now. Co-presented by My 11 Circle. Make your team and play with champions.
Mein Name ist Armin Hafi. Hallo.
In the Olympic dream, watch On the Line on Sony 10-1.
Box time!
Yeah.
Get ready right now!
NBA's here.
It is the place where magic happens.
Come on! 3, 2, 1, let's go! Where one shot, that one dunk in a million. That happens where you winning me or feeling me. That high flight that happens when we stopping. Them top seats be rocking. That happens where FM when the people's heartbeats. Miami Heat happens. We're jumping, pumping, dancing, rocking, blocking, shocking happens. When Lakers, Clippers, Rockets, Raptors, Blazers, Wizards happens. When LeBron James, Harden, Turner, Stephen Curry happens. You plug in to see the NBA where magic happens.
Plug into the NBA every morning, live and exclusive on Sony 10-1.
This is Sony Picture Sports Network, and you are watching Sony ESPN HD.
Welcome back to the Gaddafi Stadium here in Lahore, where the Pakistan team are playing Bangladesh in the second T20 International, and it's been absolute domination by the Pakistanis. The bowling unit have restricted Bangladesh to 136 for 6. That's 5 runs shorter than in the first T20 Internationals. Only Tamim Iqbal had made an impression with 65 or 53 balls, but even then he didn't really look on top of his form. There's a bit of support from Afif Hussain, and later on the skipper tried to get a move on, but as I mentioned, it was some excellent bowling performance with wonderful support in the field for the Pakistanis. I've got Ramiz Raja alongside.
Yes, I thought the defensive ploy worked. So the idea is, if you're not picking up wickets, you block the flow of runs, break the rhythm, and that is where Pakistan were very, very good. Yeah, special skill bowler he's become. Shaheen Shah Afridi broke through up front. And there was flashes of brilliance, but nothing on consistent basis, and that would have hurt Bangladesh once again, and that's an issue. The middle order doesn't seem to click. Pakistan clicked right throughout, so if they're not picking up wickets, they were looking to block the flow of runs, and in the end, I think they found a way to boss Bangladesh in both the matches with the ball.
I think it was the intentions. They let the game slide through. They're waiting for opportunities. You can afford to bide your time on occasions, but you've got to be a little more proactive with shots like that, which worked. I mean, you have to be brave enough to take the attack back to the bowlers. You can't die wandering, and that's been the problem. Another big problem was too many dot balls, similar to the ones they had yesterday. They're not milking the runs enough during the innings, and that forced them to play shots that was indiscreet on occasions and risky. That's why they ended up at the score they have eventually.
Pakistan fielding has been very, very impressive in both the games. 3 runouts in 2 matches, and then finding the stumps in the last part of the innings is deadly accurate. And what a good debut series for Haris Rauf. He's quick, he's slippery, doesn't get a lot of bounce, but quick enough to deceive you with pace. Now Pakistan need 137 to get over the line. They need to beat Bangladesh 3-0 to maintain their position as number 1 ranked side in T20 cricket. Let's see whether they can pull it off.
Well,
wanting to track down 137 home side. And we're going to have Mahdi Hassan. He's going to start things, as did Ahmad Wasim from the pavilion in as well. So a bit of spin. Baba and Hassan Ali. Captain will be pleased about that, because he got out for a duck here yesterday, and he's underway straight away. Shafil Islam knocked him over. Aruj alongside, my dear. How are you? And you think your side will get these?
Danny, thank you very much, first of all, for having me here. I think it's going to be a relatively easy chase here.
Very confident, aren't you? Chairwoman of the selectors, aren't you, for national women's team. That's going well?
It's going well. The women are making progress, coming up the curve. Good times for women's cricket in Pakistan.
Good times globally. So you look at all the women's T20 now, the franchises around the globe, competitions. Very exciting. Even with a new ball with Mahedi, canny bowler. There's a lot of people out LBW in his own backyard.
Ehsan here yet to get off the mark. Like you said, Babar getting one to begin with.
And we've seen a bit of Mahedi in the BPL, so those surfaces suit him clearly. But it's been hassling our stats guru here, Richard Lockwood, about LBWs and bowls for this gentleman in the BPL, because there's only a second T20 international for Bangladesh, but a lot of franchise cricket for this gentleman. Flashing blade, can't pierce the offside. So one done, it's one for none.
Big match coming up on My 11th Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11th Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh, T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
It was very pleasant. I don't know about hot, but very pleasant, yeah. And of course, coming out of winter, but it's still rather fresh overnight. But marvellous conditions here. So about 17 Celsius, 18. I think with the sun out might have been a little bit more than that too.
Shafiul Islam will bowl. I thought he bowled brilliantly yesterday. Pick of the quick bowlers. Picked up Babar's wicket in the very first over yesterday.
Yeah, he was good, wasn't he? Very early on, his first few deliveries, Babar nicked one early. Oh, that's very friendly to say, look, I like you, Babar runs in, and there's a juicy full toss.
Well, the class of Babar is not going to miss that. Like you said, juicy full toss. All he had to do is get bat on ball. It was going to be 4 on any outfield. Probably up there with one of the best front foot drivers of the ball.
Yeah, world cricket for sure. I remember hearing Ian Chappell, great Australian number 3 and skipper, and he said, I like what I see here, and if he can get his act again. That was just a few years ago. He was struggling obviously in red ball cricket rather than white ball cricket. Clearly a different game. But he was excited with his ability and talent he was showing in Australia just a few years ago, Babar Azam. Time for Hassan Ali. Oh, hello. Geez, that is crisp for no run.
Hassan again yet to get off the mark here, trying to make something happen. But looking at the target, he doesn't need to go with something extravagant. Just get bat on ball, get off the mark, get the nerve settling down.
Yeah, 36 from 32 yesterday, Hassan Ali. Oh, and he's gone ambitious. Mahmudullah should be and is. Very, very comfortable there for the Bangladesh skipper to get rid of Hassan Ali early.
Well, almost felt like something was coming there with Hassan getting out for a duck. Sheffield yet again picking up a wicket in his first over. Sliced off the bat. Wasn't quite there. Easy catch the skipper at mid-off. SNL goes for 0.
Yeah, well, the skipper got a blob yesterday. It's the turn of the other Asanali. He gets naught. See you later, and 6 for 1.
Check out, please.
Rupees 3,520 for your single room, sir.
Rupees 2,720 for your single room.
What?
If you use Trivago, you can scan hotel deals from major booking sites, so you can find a better deal for your hotel room. Try Trivago next time. Hotel Trivago.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers. Tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League. Live on Sony 10.3.
Time for the Professor, as he's known affectionately, Muhammad Hafiz. He's getting close to 40 years young. Been around a long time, this fella. Still has that passion for the game. And he got a start yesterday. I think he got 17, off 16, 3 fours, but couldn't kick on. So he got a little start, but couldn't convert. Inside the power play, it's important he does. Shuffle. Oh, it's sort of mirroring what happened yesterday. Get a wicket and then slip in a wide down the leg side.
Well, with a smallish total here, Bangladesh will have to stick to the lines like the quicks in the Pakistan lineup did. I thought, well, that's the highlight of the wicket there. SN knew that he obviously hadn't timed that easy catch to the skipper. Pakistan in a very similar position to yesterday.
Classic Hafiz. It's that little lean back and punch to cover point. Can't get off the mark, but he's such a cool customer. Great level head, no rush, no stress. Seen it all before. Of course, he's got his captain at the other end. And a tremendous Saturday afternoon crowd. There's some good nip back there from the bowler. 2 overs completed now, and the home side are 7 for 1.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Next.
Well, we've definitely got the batting depth. Imad and Shadab coming in later on. We've got the likes of Iftikhar as well, who we know we can hit the ball a mile. Mehdi will continue here. Oh, clips it fine down to fine leg for 4. Drifting too far into his pads, and like you said, Babar and Hafiz will always probably hit that to the boundary.
Once again, disciplines from the bowlers in Bangladesh. Simply have to be on off stump, bowl to your field. Been guilty of that yesterday and again already. Here in a must-win contest if they want to take this into a decider on Monday. Up against it here. 125 is all the home side need from 106 balls. An asking rate, well, just over 7. But all very comfortable when the equation is on the scoreboard and you've got a decent enough surface.
The surface obviously playing a lot better today. We saw the quicks getting it fast up and around the shoulder and the head, which is always good to see. We've got Bangladesh probably will have to repeat that.
You can have aggression, but you can get a bit too carried away. And think about Sonali, dot balls. A little frustrated, but shouldn't give it away. That we smashed there to Min, and then got out the very next ball.
Essen almost felt like was trying a bit too hard. And that's the wicket ball there. The seventh ball he faced, easy catch. Almost trying too hard to get off the mark. The inexperience there showing for the young lad.
Nice bit of footwork from the old boy. And Hafiz. Will please him. Tick it over.
We obviously keep talking about age here. We've got a 39-year-old playing alongside 19-year-olds then.
We won't mention your age. Or mine, for that matter. Going to keep the strike here is Mohammad Hafiz. 10 off that over. It's 17 for 1.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers. Tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League. Live on Sony 10.3.
And they're going to wait all the way till early April to get in the only 50-over match in Karachi, and then we do love to be beside the seaside, and we're going to have a test match, the second one of the series, in Karachi, starting in early April as well. So 3 parts to this mini-series. You around?
Well, very much so. And looking forward to welcoming you again in Karachi, my hometown. Alongside the sea, yeah, very much so. Change in the bowling here. Al-Amin will come into the attack.
Yes, he's got nice teeth, this fellow too. So he's smiling in an interview with Shimon Chowdhury. All things dentistry. Let's see what Al-Amin's got for Mez's Barber and Hafiz. And it's a good little splicey start up against Hafiz.
Not the most explosive start here from Pakistan, but they've got the experience and the batting skills in the bank to overcome this target. Something out of the ordinary Bangladesh will have to do here?
Well, I mentioned at the break they need wickets early. Got one. Yeah, another day you get a little tickle there. Lady Luck is riding with you. Nothing sort of delivery, but sometimes batter just not set enough. Hafiz has only just got out there. Yeah, he's got 4 from 7. And you get a little tickle there. Can be different. Yeah, Bangladesh. This was yesterday. Bit wayward, look at that. Compared to being in that good corridor, not enough percentage. Oh, it's in the air for some time, but he's timed it well enough as the professor. Here's another boundary.
Well, the professor seems to be knowing it all. Like you said, check the drive just at the last minute. Slightly uppish, but luckily in the vacant area there. Running off to yet another boundary for Mohammad Hafiz.
Yeah, threads it through nicely. And it was uppish for a while, but the placement and timing superb. Yeah, good comeback from Malame.
Pakistan needs 116 here from 98. And like you said, Bangladesh will probably need to pick up a couple of quick wickets here to change the momentum of the Pakistan innings.
Having a ball, fans in live at Gaddafi. Has wonderful hands and good surfaces just to work the ball, manipulate it. Didn't come off on this occasion, but there's a boundary in this over, one to go. So 2 dots either side of the boundary. Can Hafiz finish off the over the way he wants to, or can the bowler produce another good delivery, either a dot or preferably for the Tigers a wicket? Last one of the 4. And gets away with an average delivery, does the bowler. 4 from it. Pakistan 21 for 1 here.
Big match coming up on My 11th Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11th Circle.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers. Tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League. Live on Sony 10.3.
Normally it says, I love you limp. Danny Morrison. Showing my age. And showing some class here is Babar Azam. He says, Hafiz, I'm going to get into the act as well with a boundary.
Using his feet here, coming down to the pitch of the ball, and Babar Azam, sweetest timer, one of the sweetest timers in world cricket at the moment. There you see, coming down right to the pitch of the ball. Nothing the fielder could do about that. Babar racing to 16 just from 7.
Yeah, you will want to make this count. Clearly, we'll want to go 2-0 up and then a goal, should that occur, and Bubba can get a score. We want to make it a whitewash. Would dearly love to win this 3-0 with Pakistan playing back at home. A lot of water under the bridge, but it's going okay so far.
But Babar is ranked T20 world number 1 as in the batting ranking, so he definitely knows how to play this format, right up there with the greats of the game.
More wrist work and more runs for the Pakistani skipper.
Babar leading the charge, nicely timed off his leg. And the Kazafi Stadium outfield, always quick. Babar Azam averages over 50 in T20 cricket. We've just been told by our stats guru.
Oh, good hustle from those old legs. Hafiz is quick to come through with the call from his younger skipper. 11
already coming off the 5 here. Bit of a, easy single there, but yeah, there you go. Hafiz completing the run.
Gave it the thumbs up. Mummers. Got to hit the woodwork and be quicker. We've had 5 overs here, and the home side are 33 for 1 now.
Big match coming up on My 11th Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11th Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Pakistan require 1 of 4 in 90 deliveries. It's a good crowd. Really nice to see so many have come in. Today is a Saturday. It is a very, very big crowd. A great atmosphere at the Gaddafi Stadium. Well bowled from Alamin Hussain. He bowled beautifully in the last match. 1 for 18 of the 4 overs that he bowled, Alamin Hussain. And by the reaction from Mohammad Hafiz indicated that the ball is just rearing up from the good length. Have a slip in place because that's what the Bangladesh needs. Got to pick up early wickets. Hello and good afternoon, Waz.
Good afternoon, Athar. Good start by Pakistan, 33 for 1, we're into 6 overs. Steady start. I mean, they only need 104 now. They have 9 wickets in hand. Shouldn't be a problem. It's a good pitch. Better than yesterday's for sure. And like you said about the crowd, it's really packed out there. Everybody's enjoying. It's noisy. And that's what people of Lahore are famous for. Their passion, hospitality, and of course love for the game.
Again, just playing with softer hands and picking up a single. It's good running, very good running between the wickets. Mohammad Hafiz rotating the strike. I think it's important for Mahmudul Riyad, the skipper, to realize what he wants from here on. Already 1 down in the series. It's a 3-match series. If they lose this one, they've lost the series. So you got to be a little bit more proactive as a captain. Have a few fielders in the catching position. Try to look to force the batsman to pick up wickets here.
Put pressure on the opposition. And of course to get his batting number right. He came out to bat at number 6 today. It's too late for him. Down like side. Wide has been called. No pressure on Babar Azam, who's looking good. 22 of 10.
And he would need to speak to Alamin Hussain and the rest of the bowlers. What he wants from the bowler. You can't bowl down the leg side. It's not a big total that Bangladesh have managed to score. It's a low total. They've got to find a way to defend this total. You can't wait for things to happen. You've got to go and make sure that you force the batsman to play false shots. At the moment, Pakistan cruising along. And that's the reason why I feel, Vaz, that instead of having a spread out field, why not have people in the catching position? Have a slip in place.
Please have a slip. I can understand they're defending a very small total, but that's how you win games. You need to get wickets. If you don't get wickets, Pakistan will cruise through. Absolutely spot on, Athar.
Litton Das, the keeper. No real fielder, no one there to the right of the wicketkeeper. He's bowled well, but you can create the pressure by bowling dot deliveries. That's fine. He finishes with a dot. 3 in that over. 1 more ball to be bowled there because he bowled a wide in that over. But it's about the wickets. That's the reason why I feel you've got to find a bowler to break this partnership, get a new batsman in, and that's exactly that has to happen in favor of Bangladesh if they're thinking or looking to win and level the series. Straight to the fielder. Good way to finish the over. Very good. Just 3 in that over. 36 for 1.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League, live on Sony 10.3.
The 36 for 1 and 6. No pressure on Pakistan. They're cruising. Babar's on 23. Hafiz is on 11 of 18. He's taking his time.
Mustafizur Rahman, the new bowler, expensive in the last match, 1 for 40, but he's a class act. If he can get it right, he can really trouble the batsman. 53 wickets.
Very impressive overall average, just under 21, 53 wickets. Economy rate little on the higher side, so almost 8 and over. And obviously career best, 5 for 22. In this format, big deal when you get 5 for.
You're one of the leading wicket takers in the Bangabandhu BPL. Got back to his rhythm and form. Starts with a ball down the leg side. You always feel that when a new bowler comes in, he's got to be spot on target. Nothing loose. Again, a looseness to start with from Mustafizur Rahman.
He's only 24. He's a very talented individual. But eventually, I reckon that he's a bit predictable with his lines, of course. Everything is going away from the right-hander. Even the slow ball is the leg cutter. And, of course, one of the experienced coaches, they just hired Otis Gibson from West Indies, who coached South Africa as well, and West Indies as well. That's why he's so good, Babar Azam. Elegant, he takes his time. He was unlucky yesterday. Call is for 2 and they've taken 2 runs. This can be very frustrating for a bowler and for a captain. Given away unnecessary runs, especially when you're defending a small total.
Interesting stats for Mustafizur Rahman. We see that ball ricocheting off the stance and resulting in another single. Out of the 53 wickets that he had in the T20 internationals, 16 wickets he's picked up in the power play. He hasn't bowled in the power play. Strange, isn't it?
Very strange, and I'm all for giving your new ball to a spinner. It's fair enough if you're defending 160, but if you're defending 136, especially on pitch like this, give the new ball to your fast bowlers. Straight to the boundary. No need to run for those. He's on fire, the Pakistani skipper.
It's a nothing delivery here from Mustafizur Rahman. Gets the movement. Look how easy it is for him. Just a flick of the wrist and it's gone. Did not even bother to run. Just helping the ball on the way to the boundary, hitting the gap. It was nice to see Tamim Iqbal having a bit of a chat with Mustafizur Rahman. Well, it's important for them to realize that you cannot go lose deliveries early on.
And becoming Mustafizur, and I think when you see his release position, if you get time, we can show it to you in a replay. His wrist is obviously facing towards first slips to a right-hander. So that shows everything will go cross, and that's how you become predictable as a bowler. He hasn't learned the in-swing to the right-hander, but I think in the long run, I suppose he's got to learn that delivery to surprise the batsman. Let's have a look at that. The cross seam, obviously, and that was a cutter. And when I speak to all the young bowlers in PSL as well, that when you're going after a wicket, variation is not going to work there. You bowl the normal bowling, bowl seam up, hit the right area, work with the seam. Slow ball variations are always good when batsman is trying to hit you out of the park every time. Variations. But not when you're going after the wickets.
Wide words of wisdom from one of the finest with the ball. Sultan of Swing feels that the bowler would need to bowl seam up, especially early on. I hope everybody's listening. I hope someone is listening and passing the message to Mustafizur Rahman. One thing for sure, I'm going to pass it on, right?
Yeah, he's a great talent. When I saw him the first time he came on the scene 2-3 years ago, he was phenomenal. He was getting wickets left, right and center in his format, but like I said, he's only 24, he's got bright future ahead of him, and he still have time to learn.
You're never too late to still learn, even though you've played so much cricket. Right, 47 for 1.
Check out, please.
Rupees 3,520 for your single room, sir.
Rupees 2,720 for your single room.
What?
If you use Trivago, you can scan hotel deals from major booking sites, so you can find a better deal for your hotel room. Try Trivago next time. Hotel Trivago.
In the world's grandest T20 league, watch Sydney Thunder versus Perth Scorchers. Tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. KFC Big Bash League. Live on Sony 10.3.
Changing bowling. Aminul Islam Bislop, the right arm leg spinner, was pretty decent in the first T20 International here at 1 for 28. Early days. It's a learning curve for the youngster, not just for him, even for every bowler, for someone like Mustafizur Rahman to understand how to bowl. Right arm leg spinner. We'll be hoping to create some more chances, but I still feel that in terms of field placement, you've got to have a slip in place. There are two batsmen, two right-handers in the middle. I know it's a good partnership, but you've got to attack. You've got to make them feel that no, you've got to push and push you back on the back foot.
Agreed, and I think the first 2-3 deliveries you can have mid-wicket up and the short mid-wicket fielder go into slip cordon, and after 2 deliveries you can have that fielder back. Good bowling. I think his natural delivery that dips in and then it turns. That's why he's so dangerous. He's only young, like you said. He's got bright future ahead of him. Can he bowl googly?
Yeah, he does. And what is important for him is to make sure that it doesn't pitch short on the shorter side. It's important for the youngster. Have a look at the Bangladesh bowlers, all balls bowled today, hitting the stumps only 7%.
Look at that stat, missing stumps 93%.
Poor, isn't it?
Yes, especially on this pitch.
Again, a short one, just a little bit uppish, but it's gone past that fielder. At short mid-wicket, it's a boundary.
Freebies. Not a great delivery, beautifully picked up, easy shot for a piece, pressure off. He was struggling a bit. He was 12 of 19 after this boundary. He's on 20, 16, I suppose, 16 of 20 now. And leg spinners, especially young, they tend to bowl short as well. At least one delivery in an over. That's down leg side.
That's the reason he has to be told over and over again, if you pitch it up, it's fine. If you hit down the ground, it's a good shot. But once you're hit square of the wicket, that means you've bowled a short delivery, and it's a pickup delivery for a batsman to put it away. So very important, so very crucial. 50 on the board for Pakistan, 53 for 1 now. Again on the shorter side, too easy, just too easy for the batsman.
No pressure whatsoever. Babar is the number 1 batsman in this format. Hafiz is one of the most experienced players in this format. So they're just cruising along. 83 required of 73 now with 9 wickets in hand. Partnership is building up. 48 of 39 this partnership is worth now.
The kind of experience behind his back, Mohammad Hafiz. Once he gets a start, he'll make sure that he stays until the end. Sloppy, very, very sloppy indeed. Not good for Bangladesh. Mustafizur Rahman, the fielder there, letting one go and resulting in a single. 55 for 1.
Big match coming up on My 11 Circle.
It's time for India versus New Zealand, second T20.
You can beat my team this match and make 3 times more cash. Make your team now only on My 11 Circle.
J-Dot presents Inverex Solar Energy Cup, Pakistan versus Bangladesh T20 I Series 2020. First T20I, live and exclusive on Sony ESPN.
Right ahead in front of Bangladesh. They've only lost 1 wicket at that stage. Bangladesh were already 3 down. Have a look at that. That's a needy 2 of 72. At that stage, Bangladesh had lost 3 wickets already. Pakistan only 1. It's a good partnership. It's a very good partnership. 49. This gives it stability in the top order. Once you don't lose early wickets, and as you see, it's not a very big total to chase. So far so good.
There was no pressure. That's why they scored run a ball in power play. First 6 overs, Pakistan scored 36.
Mehdi Hassan, right arm off spinner, back in the attack. He'll be finishing off his full quota of 4 overs, 3.1, none for 23 now. Again on a shorter side. Not been very good with the ball, have they?
He doesn't turn the ball at all. He bowls so quick, and of course, a 50 partnership up between Babar Azam, who's on 35, Hafiz on 19. 50 of 42. So like I said, he's not the big turner of the ball. The way he bowls, the way he grips the ball.
Again on to the pad, he slapped it away for the Sindhi. How do you find a wicket here? Because it looks like they're on a defensive mode.
Unless until Akhar they make a mistake, Hafiz or Babar, it looks like they're not going to get any wicket. The bowling is not very special so far in this game, and I think but the way they batted, they looked off color today. Bangladesh side, they played much better yesterday.
Yeah, they were disappointed with the bat one more time. I thought Tamim Iqbal was very good. Took his time to bat through, but then he got again run out second time in 2 matches.
It's so frustrating, I can imagine, for Bangladesh. The think tank, of course, the team as well. Your main player, your most experienced player, who's well set and got